Fair enough. Good points, Michael. You're looking live into that courtroom right now. Robert Tellis just brought in. I believe they're waiting for the jury to now be brought in so that they can deliver their verdict in this phase. Again, what is he facing? The possibility of 50 years in prison. This is the lightest sentence he could get, with parole after 20 years. You could also have life in prison with the possibility of parole after 20 years, or life in prison with no parole. Now, I just want to mention, just the fact that you're eligible for parole after 20 years, whether you get 50 years or life, doesn't mean you're going to get it. In fact, a lot of cases, in most cases, they don't get it, even if you're an exemplary prisoner. There are lots of reasons why you may not get paroled, including family members will continue to come in and testify at your parole hearing about the effect the case had on them, et cetera, et cetera. Again, this family may have asked for mercy from the beginning from prosecutors, which is why maybe they didn't seek the death penalty. They may do the same thing, perhaps at a parole hearing. I do not know. But again, what they're doing now is waiting for the jury to be brought in. Robert Tellis just showed up a few minutes ago. And quickly, Michael Jaafar, you talked about the fact that he took the stand and gave a narrative. For us as attorneys, it was immediate red flags as to why that would happen. Do you think it had any noticeable or appreciable effect on the jury, the fact that he took that approach to his testimony?
I think it was very destructive to his case to take the narrative. Absolutely, for many reasons. Number one, they would have seen that he was adamant in doing something that possibly his attorney. Whenever you tell your attorneys to sit on the side in a courtroom, juries, they grow up watching movies and shows of trials. They never see a defendant testifying a narrative, because it could come off as kind of admonitory and lecturing them. So they're not used to seeing that. Even I'll admit, it was a little disorienting for me to watch it. So I think it absolutely hurt his case from that angle. It also hurt his case because it, kind of like put a wedge between him and his attorneys. We saw his attorney the two times that he was interviewed by Matt Johnson outside of the courtroom. Even though he knew what Matt was going to ask him, he created a wedge between him and his client. I have to assume that also hurt the defense, right? Whereas you have a very talented guy like Draskovic. Let him ask you the questions and you answer the questions. He will know exactly how to get you what you want. And he didn't do that. He submitted his will with